Alright guys, we are back in action with some more awesome intro music here, and with that, I say it's time to introduce our players here. I think you guys are ready. I think I am ready. Let's get into this. Alright, spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner as the Teal Terran, it will be Walk Seriosity or just Seriosity, and we do not want it 2 times by accident. And had some difficulty last game, just early pressure by Breach really kind of circumvented his siege expand, or yeah, a variation of his siege expand with a bunker instead of just doing a 1 base. And there's 2 variations of a siege expand, but he didn't do the siege expand didn't work. And then the bottom right hand corner as the brown Protoss just did a lot of early game damage with just a 2-gate goon, followed up with awesome macro and micro skills, and went to a 2-base carrier transition on a map that actually is good for carriers that I initially didn't like. And he just canceled his pylon. I don't really know how that affects his build order, but, or was that up here? I feel like he just canceled that. But anyway, Breach is awesome. You know, I don't just at the player perspective. Oh, and the map is Jade, by the way. Totally forgot about that. There is a reverse ramp, which can make it a little bit, maybe a little bit more geared towards early game pressure for Protoss, or more expansion timings, just so you can try to contain your Protoss, your opponent. Because I think generally you would want to expand on this map, but I guess you could try to meta someone and be like, well, I'm gonna do a 1-base all-in. I'm going to be putting on the barracks right now, and just things are looking very standard right now. Probably going to be an FD push or another siege expand on this map. Sometimes players will put their bunker up on the high ground, but the reasoning for this is if Breach was decided to go for, once this gateway finishes, make a Zealot and rally it over there, it might do more damage than it would initially do, because you can't micro your Marines enough without having it, without your barracks adjacent to a CC or a depot, where a Marine can go up and down from it, but can't actually, where a Zealot can't actually get through. So, yeah. And we did have some cute harass going down here as well, but both buddies are repairing each other because Seriosity is so nice, and SCVs are imbalanced. But anyway, and yeah, there is actually the initial Zealot, despite Breach actually seeing this, which actually, I mean, I guess you can still do damage, but I just wouldn't see the purpose in this scenario. But anyway, he did get a lucky scout though. While I don't think Seriosity is scouted yet. No, he hasn't. So actually, Seriosity is playing in the dark right now, which is never where you want to be as a Terran. But hell, anyway, just gonna do the standard stuff. But anyway, talking about the YSL and like the combatant stuff, man, there are just so many good people that are like actually doing well. Like Dr. Shrinker really just decimated, I don't even know, some Japanese dude's name, but really really outperformed him in that. Fold versus Ihufa, I mean, I mean, that was just an entertaining series, I mean, nonetheless. But even if we, I mean, even if you just go look at that, I mean, Fold is a good player. He beat in the ASL too, in a group stage match. He beat a casted game against blah 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 Dr. Shrinker. So I mean, both those players are really entertaining. I mean, Breach has been showing really awesome play. And okay, Breach, you know you can't proxy Void Raid. You know that, right? He's gonna go proxy scout. I think. I only can actually consider proxy scout from this. I mean, I guess you could try to throw down a fleet beacon. I mean, you could try. I'm not really sure if you have the minerals to supplement 2 gateways and that. A scout, probably. Not a carrier. With interceptors, with upgrades, with pretty much anything. And the only issue, though, is, like, can Breach defend an FD push or a 2-fact? And there's a scout rallying over there. Can he defend that on this map? Because, I mean, an FD push, if it gets to this point where it's on the ramp, it's just ever so much more powerful, because now it's so much more difficult for Protoss to even break out of it. Terran can put up tanks, put down a bunker, put down depots to make goons bug out, and bam, man. And put up a turret to kill off obs. I mean, you're going to be in such a good position as Terran. This might actually spell doomsday for Breach, because what is Breach hoping to accomplish with the Scout? Harass, kill off tanks. I mean, they do 8 damage per their little shot, so they're not really that great. But anyway, trying to micro back a little bit of the bugging out right there, and not kiting right now, probably being a little bit preoccupied with his Scout. And he did go. I mean, I think he might even be trolling right now than anything else. But anyway, and I don't even know. Nienzerk's calling this the new Breach build. Again, I think he might just be trolling for the purposes of like, well, I can troll, but you know, I don't even know if you really want to even. I mean, does Breach even want to just jeopardize like not getting the round of 4 to get $20? I mean, generally, I'm not really casting money towards anyway, so I don't really think it's an incentive for players to actually win. But in this case, I mean, you win 20 bucks in 4th place anyway, so Breach has already had 1 game, so why would you risk going Scouts? But whatever. And no fleet beacon for upgrades though, and we're gonna be following this up with an expansion. Scouts have been noticed right there. Gonna be trying to kill off the. How many shots does it take with +1? 4. Wow, it takes 4 hits with 2 to kill off an SCV with +1. Like, that's just stupid. I mean, he's doing some harass, but I mean, if he just throws out an armory, these things are done. The one thing though that I did see, in the ASL cast, I watched like 1 or 2 games. There was a player that went Scouts, like they just went a single Scout to kill off dropship play. I don't know. I'm just trying to like remember Seriosity games. I'm not really sure if he's been known to go vulture drops. Really? As Terran? Against Protoss, I just don't recall that. Hell, I think he even played Protoss against Lion in the round of 16, round of 32. Yeah, well, I don't know. But generally, what I'm trying to say is like these are really good to shut down dropship play because their AA damage is the highest in the game, with their antimatter missiles doing 30 damage when they have +1. So I'm just not really sure if it's really going to be worthwhile. But I mean, at the same time, Breach has established his base. Seriosity really hasn't done so much. I'm born with an oversized tongue apparently with my list. Yeah. Oh well, but the armory's trying to come up right now. These scouts are actually doing way too much damage. It's a really nice micro by Breach though. Very, very nice. And what kind of tech do we have to follow this up with? Getting already his OpSec on the way. Is he making more scouts? No, he's not. And the armory does go up, and this is just gonna kill off scouts. It's cute. I just wonder though if he actually went in with the FD push initially, he probably could have just killed him. But who knows? Who knows at this point? All right. And also more vultures coming out as well. Yeah, I don't think he even made a Goliath. Where did those scouts go? Are they with the main army? Yeah, they are. 4 kills. I think the other one got 7. So crazy stuff by Breach. Breach is awesome. Because he's a cool dude. We have Vulture run by into the natural expansion right here. This is actually going to be huge. Breach is not responding. This is reminding me a lot of the DT harass and the Ipufa versus Fold game too, with the DT getting like 30 something drone kills. Did get cleaned up though in a timely fashion, not losing too many, but still annoying for Breach because he's not having a third base yet. Where he should really be looking to it. It looks like he's doing a 2-base all-in. I guess his hope was to be like, well, can I force out Goliaths that are really, really bad? I mean, it makes sense what he did. To like harass the Terran, fall with a 2-base all-in, and just see what happens. I just don't. I don't know. And Scouts are pretty beefy units. And Seriosity never made Goliath. I mean, didn't even make one. If you have one Goliath, this play gets shut down immediately. And this is why Scouts don't work. A medic, a single medic, will keep a Marine alive from 2 Scouts. It's kind of crazy. But here we go. Breach is going to be going all in. More reinforcing troops. They're not helping. There we go. Starting to help in here. But there are tanks in the back. There's 3 of which. Can Breach do this? Or does he just lose trying? As there's no third base being established right here, tanks are dying. But so are a ton of goons right now. If SCVs get pulled up the line, I don't think it's going to work at all. Spider Mines are being placed down. And this play has been shut down, I believe, by Breach. Still trying. Range is kicking in. You know, outranging the bunker. Serious getting their hands up to five factories. And Breach, you've never failed to give us amazing games. So, you know, dude. Damn, just good. You are the best player. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. But we have a third base looking like it's coming up for Breach right now. I still just don't really think that pressure did a whole lot. I mean, the difference between the game 1 of the series and this one, about when I said losing tanks, that was a lot earlier on. That was about like 5 minutes prior to when this timing hit. So, you know, while tanks are still, you know, a very, you know, needy resource for Terran, I mean, he can produce them at a quicker rate, has a higher economy, and stuff like that. And, you know, at the same time, Protoss is just behind now. I mean, no matter the way you look at it, I mean, Terran might not be, you know, doing a super quick counter pressure to you because they lost all their tanks. But generally, a counter pressure would just be in the form of vultures, which never happened by Seriosity. Which, not quite understanding. And yeah. He's being. Well, and again, I think this idea by Breach was like, well, I'm gonna go scouts. There's this timing where Terran doesn't have anti-air. He's like metaing him, and then in a way that he could try to open up for pressure for a 2-base all-in. Now there's kind of like the setup to how I deal with this, and sadly, that Spider Mine is not in position to kill that off. And dude, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know why he's going Corsair to kill off side vessels, I guess. But Wraith are probably just better than that anyway. Oh no! Why did I just say that? I don't know. Okay, so people are saying D-Web. Okay, I haven't seen D-Web used other than for I haven't seen D-Web for non-trolling uses in like never. Oh, but this is actually gonna be really annoying. And do we have a fleet beacon? Yes, we do. And there is more energy. Or is that D-Web? Is that D-Web? I don't think that's D-Web. That's not D-Web. Yeah, that's more energy for Corsair. But if he was gonna go kill off anti-air anyway, it could be for science vessels, and at that time, that's when scouts would actually be useful because their AA damage again is so high. Now we have +2, no, +1 just starting. Way later than last game. And, And I love how these scouts are still alive. I absolutely just love that. I mean, it's an interesting style. Someone in chat was saying like a Nada style or something like that when player uses Corsair for D-Web, but that's cool. I like D-Web. I've seen how effective it is in PCTF and when with it wands use it just to completely just win every single against every single character. And he's gonna kill off this Stargate now, while Breach is in the center of the map, getting center map control. Awesome stuff right there. We have this third base though starting to be established right now. A lot more delayed than say like a Fighting Spirit third, but circumstances have happened in this game where, you know, we've had different build orders that have completely different timings now. So this game's a bit more, I think, more reliant based off of what a player decides to go off of, like decision making, than rather build orders. But anyway, D-Web is going down right here, doing on a couple tanks right here, but the radius of D-Web isn't that high. As this tank is actually still firing right here. Is it gonna be enough? You guys just have the high ground advantage. D-Webs are doing a good amount of tanks here, but I'm not really sure if D-Webs are a sufficient way to change stasis field here, but I don't think it is. And there you go. Stasis field is not equivalent, is greater than D-Web. And did he just kill his own tank? Well, okay. And pretty much Breach is suicide his whole army, and from there, well, my idea kind of made sense. I mean, using Corsair to, no, it died. We didn't kind of repair it too. So, and that high ground really played a big role in that. I'd actually like to see how Corsair could fare against meching Terran. If D-Web correctly in certain scenarios. Obviously, pushing up that ramp is never an easy way. Like, generally, Breach kind of played this an aggressive way, not more of a passive Protoss, which I think is a lot more difficult. Because, generally, I mean, like, Terran doesn't push across the map till, like, what now, 17 minutes of the game. This is around when they hit 180 supply if it's a general game. And if you take, you know, these top right-hand bases, then you have a lot more units to, you know, combat the Terran with, and then you can just continue to trade while they're on the free base and just continue to deny that. At least that's what meta Terran versus Protoss is. And again, Breach is on the low ground again, not where you want to be. And this is actually quite sad. And even more so on this map, though, I mean, pushing up a ramp, just killing off a three-base Terran just head on. It's just not really how you go about this matchup, generally. Unless you're game, and you think it's possible to do that. Which he's won games by doing it, but generally it's up a 2-base timing. But So apparently, Nina's Thurg is saying, I would really enjoy SDX versus China. Which I don't know who that is. But anyway, we do have June going in here, doing what damage as they can. But again, on the low ground, tanks are very spread out, far away from the goons. Not enough zealots to really close the gap between zealots and the goons, and resulting in life dead tanks. But that's not going to happen this game. And look at this, we have a secret 12 o'clock expansion up there. And oh yeah. And SDX is a protein. That's what I thought it was. Dude, I'm getting into the Korean scene. I'm on the Coca-Cola OSL, and then I have to then I'm gonna cast every single 2001 tournament. I'm gonna go in chronological order, so I'm not gonna miss a single Brood War game. I don't know all Korean teams because I came to the scene late. I came really, really late, so It's not my fault. So I'm trying to watch as many VODs as I can, but it's just taking due time. I mean, I'll be like age 30 by the time I'm all done with all Brood War VODs, but then I will finally say that I have watched every single VOD possible. My goal, hold on. Well, this game's kind of wrapping up anyway, but generally my goal right now is to like watch a VOD a day, and Breach is just GG. Again, just kind of suit. Oh, Breach, no, no. You did not just choose Fighting Spirit. No. No. Alright, no. No. I refuse to cast the next game. Alright, VOD users, thanks for watching. Peace.